Hello loves and welcome back to my channel. Before I share my what I eat in a week, I want to say something. Every person is different, and if you have followed me until now, you know that I don't count calories. I simply listen to my body and to my hunger cues. I always prioritize nourishment over punishment, and I always take care of my hormones because I used to be a victim of eat less, move more. I lost my period chasing to be skinny and developed thyroid problems from undereating, overfasting, and overworking out. This week of meals is from my Luteal phase, and you know how much I love cycle syncing. It has been doing wonders for my hormones, my weight loss, and my body in general. I'm just glowing from inside and out. My next video after this video will be very long, and I will be explaining everything about cycle syncing, fasting syncing, tea syncing, seed syncing, everything with cycle syncing, how, when, and what to eat for your hormones. So now, this what I eat in a week, I was not fasting because my body and hormones need my support. My progesterone is high, and simply it needs more carbs and mineral-rich foods like pumpkin, tropical fruits, root veggies, dark chocolate, avocado, nuts, seeds, salmon, yogurt, and etc. I usually enjoy fasting, but during my luteal phase, I don't do it, and my menstrual phase too. My last meal is around 7-8 at night, and my first meal the next day is around 9 and 10. I want to share that normally I walk 2 hours a day. I do 2-3 times Pilates at home and 1-2 times Pilates reformer during the week. A lot of stretching and legs on the wall. But during my luteal and menstrual phase, I slow it down. I only walk during the day. I may do 2-3 times Pilates only at home with body weight. I keep it short, 20 to 30 minutes, a lot of stretching, and again, legs on the wall, on the bed for bloating. So in this what I eat in a week, I still eat when I'm hungry. I focus on real food. But for those of you who like to see numbers, aka calories, until the end of every day, I have added estimate calories. It is not the exact number. I have tried to count it when I edited the video, so I hope this helps you somehow. Just know that I don't chase numbers, I chase nourishment. On Monday for breakfast was oatmeal with skyrs, stewed apples, honey, and almond butter. My luteal phase breakfasts are always warming and grounding. Oats calm my nervous system and have fiber to keep me full, almond butter for healthy fats, and stewed apples for digestion. And then again, the oats are very rich in a soluble fiber like the stewed apples, so it's an amazing digestive good friendly breakfast because probiotics, fiber. I'm telling you, when I started eating fiber for breakfast, as you know, my last videos what I eat in a week, I show you that I ate, my obsession back then was chia pudding. I still eat it, but this is my newest obsession, so we're on this team right now. Since I started eating fiber for breakfast, the tummy is flat, never bloating. 2 days ago I ate pizza. We got pizza with my boyfriend, so I ate half a pizza. Guess what? My belly was flat. Of course, it's because I didn't overeat with pizza, but in general, cooked and warm meals are always better for your gut and for your digestion because they're digested more easily and faster. And I forgot to mention something very important, that the soluble fiber from the oats and from the stewed apples is a great way to regulate your blood sugar. For lunch, I had salmon in the oven with mashed potatoes, peas, olive oil, and parmesan. Salmon is one of my favorite hormone-friendly foods. Omega-3s keep my skin glowing and my hormones balanced. You don't need 10 ingredients to feel satisfied. You just need real food that actually fits your hormones. And of course, because I know that you like to put my portions next to my boyfriend portions, here's the difference between his portion and my portion. And after lunch I had matcha and this nutritious plate, and for dinner was pasta. I never restrict pasta. It's all about portions, not punishment. When you allow it, you don't obsess about it. I don't add many things, just boil the pasta, cook some onion with garlic and tomato sauce, fresh basil, and top with parmesan, and it's easy, delicious, and homemade. If I eat heavy carb meals like pasta, I always get some almonds before that to reduce my blood sugar spikes, or I go on the treadmill while we're watching a movie like 10-15 minutes because constant insulin spikes are not cute and we want to reduce our fat storage. On Tuesday for breakfast was my signature scrambled pancakes with almond butter and honey on top. Protein, fat, sweetness, and carbs all together, exactly what my body craves. I usually make it with 100 grams of skyr, 25 grams of flour, 1 egg, back pulver, and just cook it. For lunch was avocado toast, simple but perfect luteal food, healthy fats, minerals, and fiber. Afternoon snack was a peach and matcha, again light and refreshing. Dinner was this highly requested vegetable orzo soup recipe from my Italian boyfriend that so many of you, my loves, have asked me for the recipe. It's from my book and I will share it here now. The quantities don't matter, but this is enough for 2 people for 2 days. Cut and peel some carrots, potatoes, celery root, leek onion, normal onion, parsley. Use olive oil to cook the vegetables for about 5 minutes and prepare vegetable broth. Pour it and let the soup cook for about 20 minutes. Add the desired amount of orzo and cook for another 10 minutes. The spices I use are salt, pepper, garlic powder, red pepper, chili flakes, and I top it with a bit of parmesan. I had about a cup and a half and it's so filling and nourishing. And for later I had stewed apples with honey again as a sweet snack because my sweet tooth was growing. And I repeat foods that I love and that's okay. On Wednesday breakfast was oatmeal again with stewed apples and almond butter, comfort in a bowl, and a perfect almond breakfast. And if you think that whole foods are boring, no, whole foods aren't boring. Your taste buds are just addicted to fake sugar. Lunch was a leftover soup from yesterday and I love when I cook in bigger quantities so I don't need to cook again. I love baking refined sugar for desserts because there's nothing sweet about inflammation, and refined sugar inflames me and makes me bloated even in small quantities. This way I can enjoy sweetness without the crush, and my banana bread is sweet for the taste and smart for the body. I have shared my banana bread recipe on Instagram and again it's from my book. Mix wet ingredients and then add the dry 3 mashed bananas, 150 grams of skyr, 190 grams of flour, 1 teaspoon baking soda or baking powder but never mix both, 100 grams of honey, 2 eggs, 1 vanilla, pinch of cinnamon and salt, and bake on 100 degrees for 55 minutes. And I love to add a bit of date pieces or dark chocolate. Dinner was homemade falafel with sweet potato and homemade tzatziki, and I forgot to film the recipe, for which I am very sorry, but you can find it in the caption. On Thursday breakfast was skyr with banana bread, almond butter and honey. Portion control isn't punishment, it's elegance, and this is protein and sweetness in balance. Lunch was the leftover tzatziki from yesterday and 6 falafels. And snack was more banana bread, always homemade, sugar-free and nourishing. And in Luteal phase, starving yourself isn't discipline, it's self-sabotage. Dinner was Chinese, and yes, I eat takeout too, but I never eat it straight from the box. I always put it on a plate because presentation matters and food should always look attractive, and plating it helped me see how much I'm eating because I know my stomach and I put just enough to satisfy and not to overeat. On Friday for breakfast I made a smoothie because I knew that I would be outside until around 1 o'clock and I wanted to have breakfast in my choice and not to fast in my luteal phase. I had a banana, some dates, roasted sunflower seeds for my luteal phase, vanilla protein powder, it's from my boyfriend and I don't usually eat it but I wanted to try it, honey and coconut milk. It's easy, quick and full of nutrients and nothing tastes as good as waking up with a flat stomach feels. I usually bake my own sourdough bread but haven't had time these past months, but for autumn I'm starting again. So I'm using this high fiber bread which I scanned and it has a very good score. I usually don't like processed cream cheese, but this one is a bit expensive and a very good brand, and again it was a very good score from the Yuka app. I love to season my food with many spices to add extra flavor, and I ate some blueberries for antioxidants too. But again I want to remind you to eat slow because the slower you eat the slimmer you stay. Snack was this cup of mango and a little dark chocolate piece, perfect luteal combination, tropical fruit for minerals and chocolate for magnesium. Dinner was salmon with mashed potatoes and broccoli. I repeat salmon in my luteal because it nourishes my hormones so well. On Saturday, guess what? Breakfast was stewed apples with skyr, honey and almond butter. Again, warm, grounding, and literally this is my obsession right now. Maybe I need to find a new obsession, but I am too loyal to things that I love and I just repeat them. And knowing what this breakfast does to my gut and my hormones, how not to love it. And the taste of being healthy lasts longer than any bite of donut and a burger. After breakfast, only after breakfast, I drink my caffeine. Doesn't matter coffee or matcha, but today matcha it is. I only drink 1 caffeine drink a day and I don't add any refined sugar. Honey equals health and I add it here too. And my recipe is 100 grams of warm water and 2 bamboo scoops of matcha. Whisk it, add honey and warm milk to the cup and then add the matcha. And it tastes like heaven, and I need to work on my autumn matcha recipe soon, so stay tuned. Lunch was avocado toast again, but today I thought to make something I grew up with, Ayran. Just mix some water and yogurt, Greek, Bulgarian or Turkish. Add salt and pepper and you have tasty, gut-friendly drink with your lunch. For some snack, I had 3 dates with almond butter and honey because the banana bread I made earlier this week lasts for 2 days when you live with a man. And this date combination is one of my favorite hormone snacks because of of the carbs, fats and minerals all in one bite. And as you know, I'm a classical tomato pasta lover, and we went to a restaurant with some friends and I had this portion of pasta with 1 glass of white wine too. As much as I love to nourish myself, remember that food sometimes is also about joy, not just nutrients, but as well. Never let food control you because you're the one holding the fork. And I think I don't even need to mention it again. On Sunday for breakfast again was oatmeal with stewed apples, kefir and honey. And only people that haven't tried it can call it boring, but as well, real weight loss is all about consistency. You walk a lot, you sleep a lot, and you eat a lot of real food because the glow up is soft and consistent, not chaotic. And when I'm bored of it, I will find something else, so don't judge me. For lunch, I made this amazing pumpkin soup because I'm slowly getting into the mood. I just cut pumpkin, onion, garlic, carrots, sweet potato, normal potato and a pepper. Season everything with olive oil, salt, pepper and other desired spices. Mine were red pepper, basil and chili flakes. Bake for 40 minutes on 200 degrees or until the veggies are soft. Prepare vegetable broth and add everything just together in the mixer. I add some cottage cheese too for creaminess and it tastes amazing. My boyfriend didn't even realize there was cottage cheese inside. Pumpkin is a perfect Luteal food because it's warm, rich in minerals, comforting and slightly sweet. And I'm sure that this portion of the whole soup that I made will last for tomorrow too. For my sweet tooth, I ate my favorite fruit, fig, and a banana cookie dough balls coated in dark chocolate. I made the L. Gibson's recipe several times now and I love it because it's so healthy and tasty. Don't judge me, but if you have tried this, you will know what I'm talking about. In my home country, we always made some couscous or some kind of a pasta, in this case orzo. Add just salt, butter and feta or sirene. And this is my soul food, my comfort food, my everything. Not so many nutrients, but as I have said it before, the most attractive thing at the table is knowing when to put the fork down, even when at home and even when alone. Okay loves, I love you, I kiss you and see you next time.